Hi there, my name is Mr. Pete. I am currently reading The Tale of Despereaux by K.T. Camillo, and I am starting chapter 46, Mouse Blood, Yes, which scares me a little bit because Despereaux is now heading down into the dungeon where we know rats love mice. Of course, the cook hated Despereaux, and he's fine. I'm sure the rats are just going to be like, hey! Despereaux stood at the top of the dungeon stairs and peered into the darkness that waited for him below. Oh, he said, oh my. He had forgotten how dark the dark of the dungeon could be, and he had forgotten, too, its terrible smell, the stench of rats, the odor of suffering. But his heart was full of love for the princess, and his stomach was full of cooked soup, and Despereaux felt brave and strong. And so he began immediately, and without despair, the hard work of maneuvering the spool of thread down the narrow dungeon steps. Down, down, down went Despereaux, tilling, repetition, and the spool of thread. Slowly, oh, so slowly they went, and the passage was dark, dark, dark. Repetition. I will tell myself a story, said Despereaux. I will make some light. Let's see. We'll begin this way. Once upon a time, there was a mouse who was very, very small, exceptionally small. And there was a beautiful human princess whose name was P. And it so happened that this mouse was the one who was selected by fate to serve the princess, to honor her, and to save her from the darkness of a terrible dungeon. This story cheered up Despereaux considerably. His eyes became accustomed to the gloom, and he moved down the stairs more quickly, more surely, whispering to himself the tale of a devious rat, and a fat serving girl, and a beautiful princess, and a brave mouse, and some soup, and a spool of red thread. It was a story, in fact, very similar to the one you are reading right now, and the telling of it gave Despereaux strength. That's an anecdote, by the way, a story within a story. He pushed the spool of thread with a great deal of gusto, and the thread, eager perhaps to begin its honorable task of aiding in the saving of a princess, leapt forward and away from the mouse and went down the dungeon stairs ahead of him without him. No! Cried Despereaux. No, no, no! He broke into a trot, chasing the thread through the darkness, but the spool had a head start, and it was faster. It flew down the dungeon stairs, leaving Despereaux far behind. When it came to the end of the stairs, it rolled and rolled, until finally, lazily, it came to stop right at the gnarled paw of a rat. What do we have here? Said the one-eared rat to the spool of thread. I will tell you what we have, said Botticelli Rimorso, answering his own question. We have a red thread. How delightful. Red thread means one thing to a rat. He put his nose up in the air. He sniffed. He sniffed again. Oh, I smelled. Could it be? Yes, most definitely it is. Soup! How strange. He sniffed some more. And I smell a tears. A human tears. Delightful. And I also detect the smell. He put his nose high up into the air and took a big whiff. Oh, of a flour and oil. Oh my, what a cornucopia of scents. But below it all, what do I smell? The blood of a mouse. Unmistakably mouse blood, yes. Exactly, mouse. Botticelli looked down at the spool of thread and smiled. He gave it a gentle push with one paw. Red thread, yes, exactly just when you'll think that life in the dungeon cannot get any better, a mouse arrives. And we will pick up chapter 47, No Choice, in the next chapter. Until then, so now we've got Botticelli involved, who is way more evil than Despereaux and knows Despereaux's coming. Uh-oh. But let's not waste any time. Let's find out what happens. Click like, subscribe, leave a comment, dance around, sing a song, a little Backstreet Boys, maybe some Spice Girls, a little Van Halen. Always got to listen to Van Halen. And, we'll pick this up in the next chapter. So I will see you after you listen to all that awesome music. And then see you on the next page. Peace. All right. See you. See you soon. Soon,